Det var jag i videon som läckte förra terminen. Den på mig och Simon.
Gear up, everybody. Young Royals has been renewed for another season. We all know you loved the first 2 seasons, and we're anxiously awaiting this announcement, and we're here to tell you the wait is over. This amazing news was released on the 14th of December, and now you can enjoy your holidays knowing there's something amazing awaiting you in 2023. And in this video, we're going to talk more about this new season. First off, let's talk about this new announcement. Soon, you'll be able to walk through the halls of Hilarska for one last semester. Young Royals is coming back for its 3rd and last season. Since we met Simon and Prince Wilhelm for the first time in 2021, things always haven't been easy for them. Their relationship has been put to the test over and over again by things like secrets and tape scandals. The duo had to deal with the effects of their tape getting out in Season 2, just like in Season 1. Wilhelm fans will know if this is the end for their favorite couple. Head writer and co-creator Lisa Amjorn told Netflix she always thought Young Royals would be told in 3 parts, and because the fans have been so loyal to the story, they get to tell the last part. She further added she's always known how the story will end, and she's so grateful and proud to be able to do it the way she planned. Writing, Rudberg, Frida Argento as Sarah, Malt Gerdinger as August, and Nikita Ugle as Felice all come back to the throne. Last season was all about getting back at the king, but will some of the characters be able to make amends this season? When the last chapter of Young Royals comes back, only time will tell. Next up, what can we expect from this new season? After having a hard time with their breakup, the 2nd season of Young Royals ends with Simon agreeing to date Wilhelm behind closed doors, but then Wilhelm admits in a royal speech that he was on the tape with Simon, and the credits roll. So it looks like Season 3 will be about what happens after the speech and how people feel about Wilhelm dating a boy. Also, everyone finds out about Sarah and August's relationship, and because of this, Felice and Omar don't get along with Sarah, and it looks like Sarah will leave Hilarska. In her last scene, however, Sarah calls the police to say that August filmed and leaked the tape of Wilhelm and Simon. Will her family and friends be able to forgive her? We still don't know if August will be punished for his crimes, but let's hope that Simon and Wilhelm will get what's coming to them in Season 3. Since this is the last season, we should finally find out if Simon and Wilhelm are really endgames or not. Now, what have the previous seasons been like so far? The first season, which came out in 2021, was about differences in class and culture, with Simon and Wilhelm's positions becoming clearer as they got closer and went through the ups and downs of life and a relationship. The 2nd season was about heartbreak and building trust. And after how the 2nd season ended, fans will want to know what will happen to Simon and Wilhelm in the future, whether they will live happily ever after or not. The picture on Twitter shows Simon and Wilhelm holding hands, so we can only hope and root for our favorite couple to be happy. In one review, a fan said that if the show gets canceled for whatever reason, there will be crying, screaming, and a march to Netflix headquarters to riot. Well, don't worry guys, fans no longer have to cry or scream because they now have what they wanted, more Young Royals. People can relate to the show as a whole because many people think it's a great example of how positive LGBTQ+ relationships can be shown. In his review of the show, Joshua Littleford said one thing he loved about Young Royals is how it shows Wilhelm and Simon's love for each other. The show doesn't make the mistake that a lot of mainstream media does and shows a gay relationship that isn't healthy or works well. Following that, let's talk about the Season 2 finale. In the Season 2 finale of Netflix's worldwide hit Young Royals, Sweden's Crown Prince Wilhelm used a nationally broadcast speech at his school Hilarska's 120th anniversary jubilee to tell his classmates, his family, and his country that he'd lied about not being in the illegally distributed tape with Simon. The very public moment of honesty and bravery happened after Wilhelm had been sad for a while because his mother, Queen Christina of Sweden, made him lie about being in the video. This decision drove a wedge between Wilhelm and Simon. Lisa Amjorn, co-creator and head writer of Young Royals, told Variety that it was important for Wilhelm's speech not to be a coming-out speech or a public declaration of his love for Simon, even though he and Simon had just gotten back together a few minutes before he spoke. Amjorn is interested to see if that's how fans will see the last scene of the season, since there are different ways to look at it. Wilhelm looks straight at the camera in the last shot as if he's looking through the viewer to his shocked mother, his lying cousin August, and the rest of the world in front of him. Moving on, who could be in the cast of Young Royals Season 3? In Season 3 of Young Royals, it would make sense for Edvin Writing and Omar Rudberg to come back as Prince Wilhelm and Simon Eriksson, who are in love but can't be together. We could also learn more from their common enemy, August, who was Prince Wilhelm's 2nd cousin and a very important person at Hilarska. Frida Argento plays Simon's sister Sarah, Clara, and Nikita Uggla plays a classmate named Felice. Queen Christina is played by the well-known Swedish actor Pernilla August. Up next, will there be a further season after season 3? On December 14th, 2022, Netflix confirmed there will be a third season of Young Royals. Even though that's good news for fans of the popular teen series, there's a small problem. Young Royals will have season 3, but it will also be the last season. Fans would have liked the show to go on for a lot longer than 3 seasons, but at least the streamer is giving the show a chance to end on its own terms and finish Simon and Wilhelm's story without a cliffhanger. This year, Netflix has ended more than a few fan-favorite shows. The latest was Warrior Nun, which ended after 2 seasons. Before ordering the second season of a show, Netflix usually looks at how many people watched the first season. There have been some exceptions to this general rule, though. For example, shows like Virgin River and Emily in Paris have been renewed for more than 1 season in the past, but compared to some of the most popular shows on Netflix, Young Royals has not done as well. Fans talked a lot about the second season of Young Royals on social media, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it a high score for the audience. We'll have to wait and see what the third and final season has in store, but fans can be sure it will be just what they want. You can look forward to seeing the last season on Netflix sometime in 2023. Coming up, we have some unanswered questions about the show after season 2, starting with August's succession. This season, one of the biggest surprises was learning that August, who's known for leaking the video of Wilhelm and Simon, will be next in line for the throne if Wilhelm can't do it. This is a big problem for Wilhelm because it threatens his position and takes away some of the power he used to have as the heir. Once August realizes this, he pushes himself to go above and beyond, making it clear he wants to beat Wilhelm out by being the best candidate. August often goes too far when he does this. He works hard to learn a speech, but he doesn't know if he'll ever get to give it. And as he gets ready to be the heir, he quickly feels overwhelmed by the thought of it and turns back to his addiction to deal with it. It's very unlikely, though, that this will be the last of it. Even after Wilhelm's speech in the season's last scene, August is still in line to take over if Wilhelm fails. When he thought he would be the one giving the speech, his face lit up with happiness, but when Wilhelm took the stage, his disappointment was clear. The odds are that this is just the start. August might try to get Wilhelm out of the way, even if it means putting himself in danger.
Doesn't always make you want to cry.
Får man sitta där eller? Fullt överallt. Jag tänkte att du kanske vill ha det där spacet som du tycker är så skönt.
Jag försöker bara vara ärlig med hur jag känner. Du kanske borde testa det.
Finally, what does the future have in store for the main couple? Even though it's still not clear, Wilhelm and Simon's future is starting to look better. During most of the season, they were either physically or emotionally apart from each other. Simon was trying to get over Wilhelm by dating Marcus, but it's clear that he isn't over Wilhelm yet. Marcus left Simon when he realized how he felt about Wilhelm and saw that he wasn't ready to fully commit to the relationship. Wilhelm, on the other hand, hadn't given up on Simon. He hasn't done much to try to move on. Instead, he probably does too much to stay friends with Simon. By the end of the season, though, as they talk through their problems, things are looking up for them. Simon thinks it will be a few more years until Wilhelm is 18 and can go public, which is what the Queen wants. Then Wilhelm made his speech public, which was as much for him as it was for Simon. This does not mean that the two will have no more problems in the future. The couple still has to deal with whatever Wilhelm's mother probably has in mind to fix things, but what does look up is how they feel about each other as people. They don't seem to care about what people think anymore, and hopefully that will be enough.
Well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, cheers!